Tonight at a special time, Michael J. Fox.
Great Scott.
Christopher Lloyd. Tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central. Back to the Future 3 on NBC.
Since the Honda Accord is America's best-selling car, why would you want to lease one? Well, for one thing, you won't have to drop a lot of cash. Introducing the Accord Lease Program. See your nearest dealer for details.
If you could see which trend to follow, where the grass is greener, how close to the edge you can go, if you could see where your industry is heading, who your friends are, and who are your enemies, if you could see what's in the other guy's head, you could make more profitable decisions. Dun & Bradstreet. We see what others can't.
This is Dave Dusik in the News Channel 4 Weather Center. We have had an episode of very heavy rain, and that has moved through the Kansas City area. Most sections of the city are now reporting light rain. The more is on the way. Rain will continue in the forecast. The good news about all this is that the temperature is far above freezing. You can see it's 40 degrees right now. I expect it to remain above freezing until Tuesday. We'll keep you informed right here on News Channel 4. Now back to the game.
Kevin Keatsman on News Channel 4.
Scott Zolak, a bit of an ankle problem. He had his ankle taped. He turned it on one of the last plays when he was on the field. So while he's attended to, the Patriot defense digs in. There's the backup. That's Jeff Carlson, a virtually untried player. Chiefs have to punt it. Kent Sullivan hits an end-over-end kick downfield. Stanley watches it and will do well to continue watching it roll to a halt at the 24-yard line. Barnett comes down and covers the ball for the Chiefs.
When you see Carlson not throwing the football, you know they're going to go with Scott Zolak just to see how it'll do. I will be surprised to see him throw unless they're going to go with Carlson. I didn't see him up throwing.
He didn't have much time to do it if he threw it all. Jeff Carlson is a free agent from Weber State. As you see, a Rams draft choice back in '89, as Zolak is attended to.
They just didn't have time to get the shoe on. I think you're going to see Zolak back in the game.
So right now they've lost 2 offensive starters. Zolak temporarily, quite possibly, but Russell is doubtful for the rest of the game with a rib injury.
A running play. What a great guess, huh?
John Vaughn is the I-back, and he gets the ball. And works his way and fumbles the ball. This is Charles Mincy on the run. And he could be scoring the go-ahead touchdown. He does. Chiefs take the lead.
Rick, the first play of the game was a fumble for a touchdown.
Good.
First play of the third quarter is a fumble for a touchdown for the other team. Look at Mincy right there, 42, picks it up. Carlson, the quarterback, has no chance, and it's touchdown. I said third quarter, fourth quarter. The opening play of the fourth quarter is a touchdown. The opening play of the first quarter was a touchdown.
And a fumble count now, Paul, as we check it. Kansas City has fumbled the ball away 3 times. They fumbled it 5 times overall, but 2 of those 3 they fumbled away were turned into touchdowns by the Patriots. Now the Patriots have fumbled it away 2 times, and they've turned that into 10 points. So the Chiefs were down, but finally their defense rises up again and gives them the lead.
A simple office phone. A large custom-tailored telecommunications system. Voice only or voice and data. Digital switching. Satellite communications. Tie lines. Mobile communications. Multiple long-distance hookups. There are many ways to get information from point A to point B. And it's all as simple as GTE.
The Norelco razor hugs every contour, every curve.
for a shave incredibly close and comfortable. It's the one with floating heads. For the perfect shave that makes the perfect gift, Norelco. We make close comfortable.
Here it comes. Domino's $25 million Nintendo Instant Win Game Card with a chance to win thousands of free Nintendo prizes, plus savings on pizza and Coke Classic. And try Domino's new Twisty Bread free with our unlimited topping medium, just $9.99.
My wife sent me to Payless for some shoes. I didn't even know Payless had men's shoes. Well, right away I like the place because there's no salespeople breathing down your neck, and they got all the shoes out. So you don't have to keep saying, you got this in a 10, have you got this in a 10? For once, I get a pair of shoes I like with no hassle. You ought to call it painless.
For the holidays, Payless has men's shoes and boots on sale starting at just $14.99. For shoe shopping that's painless, who'd have guessed? Payless.
New Year's Day, more of the nation's best are on NBC as third-ranked Texas A&M takes on fifth-ranked Notre Dame in the Mobile Cotton Bowl. Then sixth-ranked Colorado battles ninth-ranked Syracuse in the Fiesta Bowl. All capped off in prime time as fourth-ranked Florida State meets Big 8 champion Nebraska at the Federal Express Orange Bowl. New Year's Day, more of the nation's best are on NBC.
If losing and adversity are, in truth, learning experiences, the Patriots should have graduate degrees from Harvard. Bad luck continues. A fumble by 24. John Vaughn turned into the go-ahead touchdown by Kansas City. Now the kickoff goes to Scott Lockwood. Guy does good work, and he holds on. So the ball is out to the 36-yard line. 14:28 to play, almost the entire fourth quarter. Keith Cash was the tackler for the Chiefs. Jeff Carlson is still the man. Apparently Scott Zolak's ailing ankle has limited his mobility enough that the coaches have decided they've got to go with Jeff Carlson. He's not played since last year when he played for the Giants.
And it wasn't Carlson's fault either on the play. Vaughn just fumbled the football away. I mean, the hole was there.
Happens in the best of families.
You bet. And you just wonder how much they're going to let Carlson throw the ball. Bootleg.
Zolak buys time and then tries to get to his tight end, Marv Cook. That was Carlson, rather, buying time and getting it downfield to Marv Cook. But he comes in a bit short.
Well, first of all, you're cold. That's number one. Run a bootleg and nobody takes the fake. Watch what happens to Carlson. Here comes the bootleg. See the bootleg? You're out here by yourself, basically. All right, here comes Griffin, and he's in your face. Neil Smith is coming. I mean, unless you get yourself set, you can't get the ball downfield. You got to get your feet set and be in a passing position. He was not, due to the defense.
Zolak, you see, still on the bench. 5 of 10 for 64 yards today. Threw no interceptions. Carlson. Oh. Popped by Neil Smith. 13 sacks for this man heading back to the Pro Bowl.
And a half. He got a half a sack.
Got a half earlier, right?
Yeah. 13 and a half sacks. I mean, it just looked like he just kept right on coming and no one even slowed him down. Neil Smith watches Carlson's back and he pumps one time and then Smith just drills him. Smith, he got a little shake and bake. Don't give up your day job, Neil.
He gave Neil a business about his sunglasses yesterday.
Yeah, he said those are racing glasses. It's okay. There's no mark on his nose. I still can't understand that thing on his nose.
Carlson better unload or do something, so he runs and gets out to the 36-yard line. He got back to the original line of scrimmage before he was sacked. Neil Smith tackled him.
Now, if that's behind the line of scrimmage, that's another sack, isn't it?
Good point.
Because Neil Smith is the guy that makes the play.
I think it is.
Carlson has no place to go. Watch this. I mean, that's defensive secondary coverage. So when he starts upfield on the left coming in, here's Neil Smith.
It's behind the original line of scrimmage, but it's not behind the one at the snap of the ball. So it's a tackle. And now back to punt is Sean McCarthy.
Oh, great
It's a
hit.
good one. High spiral that turns over and comes down to Dale Carter. Looking for room. He finds some. This guy can go. Carter, as a penalty marker goes down, still on the run. is finally hauled down inside the 10-yard line, but let's see what the penalty marker brings. Probably an illegal block.
It's Mincy blocks McCarthy. Number 42 clips him. He's trying to get out in front to get Carter. He knew, you could see him just as he's getting to the block. You knew that he could see his name on the back of his shirt. When you see the name, you don't hit the frame. So Mincy, number 42, is trying to help out.
It's a 71-yard return that comes back.
Yeah, there's going to be a blocking from behind.
But as is usually the case, Paul, it wouldn't have gone 71 yards if there hadn't been an illegal block.
Illegal block in the back against the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
All right, watch this. Here comes Mincy. Carter breaks back to the other side. Gets an excellent block right here. But watch up where you see number 11, the punter. He's coming into play. There is the clip right there. Besides, Carter steps out of bounds at about the 48-yard line anyway. Now we get word, Krieg, that Zolak will not return to the ball game.
So apparently that ankle, his right ankle ailing, he has no mobility with that injury, and they have to go back to backup Jeff Carlson. Right now, Krieg is going to look to run the ball on the clock as Kansas City leads for the first time in the game by 7. Fred Smirlis.
I was going to say, guess who's in the game? I think that's 1,728 offsides. Freddie. Now there's the ball right there. Babb has got the ball. Nobody moves. Fred said, oh, come on, the guy moved. The guy didn't move, Freddie. Look, what are you pointing? Don't point, Freddie. Remember saying, Fred, look at the ball, Fred.
He's close enough to it, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to be able to see it.
About 3 inches from his nose when he gets down to 3-point. Okoye, the lone setback. Jonathan Hayes, the tight end, sets to the left. Power formation, ready to run the ball to the Chiefs on first down and 5. And Okoye is the runner. First down and more as he's out to midfield. 9-yard gain.
Boy, the offensive line that time just took the defensive line and drove them out of there. Babb, they get a double team on Fred Smirlis, and they move the entire defensive line to the offense's left. Watch what happens. Watch all these people disappear. The whole line goes down. You see the blocking there? And then Okoye, if it isn't for Tim Gordon, he picks up maybe another 10 or 15 more yards. Tim Gordon saves a long gain, but it is a first down.
A workmanlike performance by Christian Okoye. He's run the ball now 21 times for 66 yards. His first carry, thunderous failure as he fumbled the ball on the first play from scrimmage, and Tim Goad of the Patriots ran it in for the game's first score.
And we have not heard a word from Barry. Boy, did that sound good, didn't it? Barry Word, you know? Well, Christian Okoye, we had both Barry Word and Okoye talking to him yesterday, and they really are great friends, and they support each other very well, and they knew that Christian would be the starter today, and he said the same thing that Dickerson told us out in California. A running back has to carry the ball between 25 and 35 times a ball game. There's Barry Word. He's on the sideline. He's happy.
They're interesting guys to talk to, too. They said one of the keys to the running game, he said, all week long we watch how our offensive line practices. That tells you what's going to happen on Sunday. Okoye protecting the ball, head down on a 2nd down and 6 carry. He gets ahead for maybe 3 yards.
And what did they say about going into the L.A. game? They knew they weren't going to be able to run the ball. He said, we just didn't block anybody during practice all week long. We went through the motions. And they got 17 yards total rushing offense against the Raiders last week in Los Angeles.
Marty Schottenheimer, as he mentioned to us yesterday, Paul, called some of those offensive linemen in to have heart-to-heart conversations. He told some of them, maybe you're getting older, but you're just not getting the job done like you used to, and we have to have you performing at a higher level. Down to a halt indeed. Great play fake by Krieg. Lofts a long ball. Going downfield is Willie Davis. He's in for a touchdown. And will do it. It's over.
Folks, if you wonder what happened on this play, I want you guys to hold this for just a second. You stop here on the play action, stop it. What happens is there's only one guy in the pattern. That's Willie Davis. He's the only guy in the pattern. He was one-on-one on Hurst, and he beat him cleanly. And when they read that, you got to believe the audible eyes. Watch when you look downfield, you will see no other white shirts except Hurst and the red shirt of Davis, and it's touchdown. One man in the pattern.
Davis with that deep speed. His third touchdown catch of the year. Another fine throw by Dave Krieg. The extra point knocked up and through by Nick Lowery. And so with 10:20 left to play in the game, the Chiefs have completely turned this around, and they now own the game.
The last thing the average person wants is the average car. That's why the new Mazda brought you the return of the pure sports car, the all-new RX-7, and the return of the Roadster, the Miata. That's why our 626 feels personal, and our MX-6 feels timeless. It's why every Mazda will fulfill its promise in a way no other car can.
You can have a great beef dinner in no time at all. Well, almost no time at all. Beef. It's what's for dinner.
Miller Genuine Draft. It's cold filtered. That's how we keep our commitment to everyone who knows that draft beer is real beer. Pure beer. The best beer. It's why so many people can enjoy a beer whose taste hasn't been changed by heat pasteurization. And why so many people are making a change of their own to the genuine draft. Get out of the old, get into the cold.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Starter. Look for the stars and you'll find Starter. By Mazda. Mazda, it just feels right. By the Beef Industry Council and Beef Board. Beef, it's what's for dinner. And by cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft. Get out of the old, get into the cold.
Back at Kansas City, rain continues to fall, but the good times are rolling now for the Kansas City Chiefs, who are en route to their 5th win in the last 6 weeks, and at least a share of the top spot of the AFC West, as they have come from 13 points down to take a 27-13 lead. Lockwood returns the kickoff. Power back with outside speed as he turns it upfield and gets across the 45-yard line, and that's where the Patriots will go on offense, 1st and 10. 37-yard return. Zolak rode off a bit ago, Paul.
Yeah, Benny Thompson's trying to get in a fight down there with a linebacker. Don't do that, Benny. Go sit down. Zolak was going off, and I think we were almost positive it was Leonard Russell coming by him, going onto the field with just his jacket on. But Zolak is they're taking him to the locker room. He, as we said before, is done for the day. You know the one thing about the Patriots, this is our 3rd game with them. We did them twice at Buffalo. At the end of the half, it was Buffalo 6-0, correct? Now, Paul Zolak is not there. That's Scott's mother there, but his father might have, his mother Daryl, but his father might have gone down to the locker room.
Sure he did.
I'll get to that point about New England in just a minute.
Every week, most weeks, a couple of plays away from being on the top side, a couple of deciding plays. Here is John Stevens working hard. He takes it inside the 45-yard line. Tackled by Kevin Ross. So you check the scoreboard. Chicago Bears making Mike Singletary's last home game a winning one.
23-3 in the 4th quarter. Atlanta up 35-7. Detroit 21-7 over Cleveland. Well, that's got to be hard pressed for Cleveland.
Colts offense is stopped. They won with just 2 field goals last week in New England. They have just 1 today against the Jets and are down 6-3 in the 4th quarter. Stevens taking on people.
Took out Carter. I'll tell you, Derek Thomas misses him. And then Carter comes up and just drills him. Watch on the outside. Here's Derek Thomas. He misses.
I think Carter gets drilled.
He goes down. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Bam! But I'll guarantee you, John Stevens only picked up maybe a half a yard. Carter was there. When we're talking about the Patriots, remember we did the Bills game? It was 6-0. They were losing up there, and then they got blown out in the second half. Then in Buffalo, they were winning by 7 at the halftime and got beat there. And here they are in this ball game here. They were ahead at halftime, and now they're losing by 14 in the fourth quarter.
Marv Cook said last night he's had 4 years of losing with the Patriots, and when you look at the films, it just drives you crazy how close they are to winning so many weeks. A couple of plays they don't make, or mistakes they do make.
That ball was not even catchable. The ball hit the ground well before it got to Coates. And now the Patriots are down to just one quarterback, and that's Jeff Carlson. Where do they go from there?
In the draft, they're going to pick Rick Mirer.
Irving Fryer will be quarterback. Something happens.
Prediction, they're going to pick Rick Mirer from Notre Dame. Patriots with their top pick. Seattle's going to take Bledsoe if he comes out.
Great job, Krieg. I like it.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I can't wait. When is it, May?
Don't hop up and down on 1 foot waiting, right?
Yeah. We got movement.
That's who they're going to pick, Rick Mirer. Watch.
But you know, one of the things let's go back to the Patriots. They've not been able,
prior to the snap, number 69 and number 70.
to put a full game together.
Still third down.
Krieg, you know, you take a look at last week. Chung is one of the guys that are moving. Here's the infraction. Watch the left-hand side. No, everybody moves over there. Chung in his back pedal. But, you know, when you can't put a full game together, and again last week they play Indianapolis, they hold him to 6 points and lose the ball game 6-0.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy.
Defense played certainly well enough to win by every measuring stick, but they couldn't get any points. And here's a long ball downfield to Irving Fryer. Up for grabs, and Irving might have gotten it on the ground. Might be the catch of the year for Irving.
He made the catch on the ground. What a sensational catch. That ball goes up in the air. 2 defenders back there, and Fryer is on his back on the ground and makes the catch. That's what you call total concentration. And again, when you're talking about this team, they don't give up. Watch this ball. Goes up in the air. It's tipped up. Look at Fryer. Brings it right into his chest. That is a great catch. Doug Terry was there, number 32. Look at this. That ball never hits the ground.
8:03 to play. If they can get it in, they're back in it. Maybe that wasn't the knockout punch. The touchdown throw a short time ago to Willie Davis that gave the Chiefs a 14-point lead. John Stevens takes a look. And the Chiefs come hitting and knock him back from the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there. Neil Smith, number 90, the lead tackler.
Somebody didn't get the signal. The right-hand side of the Patriots offensive line, Williams and Chung, never moved. I don't know what this was called. The left side moves. Watch this. Hold. I want you to, just a second now. Watch the right-hand side of the screen. These guys are moving. Look at Chung over here. Now they got the guard pulling, which is Redding, and he runs into the quarterback. This play was a disaster right from the beginning. The ball was snapped on time.
Player is down for Kansas City, is being attended to, so there's the timeout on the field. We'll break for this.
And you'll find...
Get in line, stay in step, or maybe you'd rather go your own way. In which case, check out the all-new 93 626 ES from the new Mazda, the company that's put a twist on everything from luxury cars to roadsters. Now we've done the same to sedans, with a V6, an airbag, and ABS. Introducing the all-new Mazda 626.
It just feels right.
The Black & Decker Workmate. About all it can't help you do is clean up. But at least it gets out of your way, and it's a powerful gift idea.
If your business gives up the quality of AT&T Pro Watts and calls from Boston to Chicago with someone else, here's your big savings. Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense.
The Chiefs, locked in a tight battle for the AFC West lead. Schottenheimer's team's in pursuit of their first division title since the days of Stram and Dawson 21 years ago. The Giants, they stand in the way of a KC victory dance, a special Saturday edition of the NFL on NBC next Saturday.
Dale Carter, 34, was the injured player. Watch his right arm. He hits in there. Muncy falls on him, and so does Joe Phillips fall on him. But he's holding his right shoulder. He is on the bench. Big loss for Kansas City.
Carlson on the run, goes to the end zone. He makes the connection. Touchdown, New England. Kevin Turner, the rookie from Alabama, is the man who found himself free on the goal line. And he falls in with the touchdown, and the Patriots are back in the game.
Credit Carlson. Now watch the big jam up in the middle. Then he backs away, and off his back foot, going the other way, finally hits Turner in the end zone. That's a nice throw.
Very nice.
He gets hit by Neil Smith right here, but I mean, he got the ball in the end zone. The only thing he's concerned about is they got touchdown. They're back in the game. And
never saw the fruits of his labor. He just saw Neil Smith.
You'll see it on film tomorrow.
Extra point hit up and good by Charlie Baumann, and with 7:14 left, the Patriots cut the Kansas City lead to 7 points. And as you point out, Paul, the rain has begun to fall harder, so we could have the turnover count start to rise. Tonight, don't miss a special 90-minute edition of Eyewitness Video with spectacular new video of amazing rescue. See incredible footage shot by a TV cameraman trapped in the Oakland fires and witness his dramatic escape. Eyewitness Video starting at 7 Eastern, 6 Central Time. Followed by the box office blockbuster Back to the Future 3, starring Michael J. Fox, at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central tonight on NBC.
Rick, don't be surprised to see the Patriots with an onside kick. I wouldn't. And the reason I wouldn't here, I mean, they have nothing to lose because they're going to pull out all kinds of stops here. But the one thing about this, if you kick off and you get the ball deep in their territory, you hold them, now you're going to get excellent field position. If you try an onside kick in this situation here, which they have nothing to lose, but if they did, and the Kansas City Chiefs gets the ball, they have a short distance to try to get a field goal with a kicker like Lowery. So your best bet, your safest bet, is to kick it deep and try to pin them deep in their own territory, and then of course, hold them.
Deep man is Harvey Williams. High spinning kick that Williams will field at his 8-yard line. Wedge forms. Here comes Harvey. He breaks the crust and is out to the 38-yard line. Williams, the player that the Patriot coaches said, we hope he stays right where he's been on the bench most of the game. This is a dangerous man with a football.
Wayne Saab made the tackle on the play, and they get up talking to each other. It's like, you're not supposed to tackle him. Watch Williams now. Watch what he does. No hesitation. Bang! He's through the hole now. Now he's got one man to beat. That's Saab, and Saab just drills him into the sideline. Watch it. They get up. They talk to each other. I got you. Got you. Now, the Patriots, even though the ball's at the 38-yard line, Patriots must hold on this first series of downs.
Okoye, they hold him, but they do it 5 yards downfield as he powers the ball out close to the 42-yard line. Lead tackler on the play again was Vincent Brown as the game clock ticks down. 6:50 to play.
Second and 6. You know, the thing about Okoye that's really interesting when he runs, and especially as a time runner offer of the clock. And I mean that. Okoye is so big that it takes 3 or 4 guys to get him, which takes time. So, and there's a 45-second clock. So every time that he runs the ball, if they run the clock down to 2 or 3 seconds before they snap the ball, Okoye himself can run up almost a minute each time he carries the ball.
The ball is spotted. It is 2nd down and 6. Play fake. Dave Krieg fires it out. makes the completion. Tim Barnett spins off tacklers. He's to the 44-yard line of New England. It's a first down for the Chiefs. Tim Barnett's first catch of the day, 21st of the year.
Craig was trying to throw the ball out in the flat. You see him talking to Jonathan Hayes. That's the man he wanted to throw the ball to. If you look at Craig to the right of the screen, see number 85? He's looking at him. He's tied up. So what he does, he turns around and dumps the ball to Barnett right there, who picks up the first down. Throws it low. The defense can't get to it. They're inside the 45-yard line. Clock is running.
Dale Carter, we're informed. There's Joe Collier, the defensive coordinator of the Patriots. My old coach. Dale Carter with an injured right shoulder for Kansas City, and his return is questionable at this point. And a number of injuries in this game. Right now, the Chiefs holding to a 7-point lead. Go back to the power game. Okoye slowed behind the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots might have the ball. For sure, Okoye didn't have it when he hit the ground. Johnny Rembert was the guy who popped and freed it.
David Howard is the guy that picked it up, number 99. Okoye went into the line, and that ball just came out in a heartbeat.
Watch Johnny, 52.
Johnny's in the backfield. Watch this. Okoye gets the ball. Rembert reaches in and pops the... Oh, excuse me. That's Vincent Brown, number 59, that picks it up, knocks the ball out. And then Howard ends up getting the football. What a great turn of events for the New England Patriots. They're now definitely back in the ball game.
Vincent Brown was the man. So the Patriots have the ball at their 43-yard line.
Look at Vincent Brown. It's not going to be blocked. He just reaches in and pulls the ball right out of Okoye's hand. Great defensive play.
And again, the intensity of the rain picks up. John Stevens protecting the ball. The Chiefs hunting it. Joe Phillips, number 75, was the man who made the play. Game clock down to 5 minutes to go and running. 27-20 Kansas City. If Jeff Carlson should go down, Sean McCarthy, the punter, is the next quarterback to come in, such as he is at that position. Hugh Millen, of course, out with a shoulder injury. He re-injured it last week against the Colts. Tommy Hudson out for the season with a thumb fracture.
Now, if I'm going to attack this defense right now, you've got Irving Fryer up on J.C. Pearson, who hasn't been playing all day long. There's where you go.
A penalty marker comes in late. Is there a roughing the passer call on Sally Moore, or is there a holding call on New England? It was in the Patriots backfield.
They got holding against New England. But I don't know if you take this penalty, because it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 or 2nd and 20.
I'd take it. Well,
I don't know. See where the holding is.
63 offense, 10 yards, repeat 2nd down.
Gene Chilton, the center, is holding.
You're going to take the penalty. The ball is now moved back. And it brings up a 2nd down and 20 play for New England. Big Gene, 6-year man from the University of Texas.
Carlson is a left-handed quarterback, and now here comes, this is one thing the Patriots didn't need. This rain is really coming down now. But, you know, you got to look to him throwing strong to his left side, because he is a left-handed quarterback. And now he's got Fryer on the left-hand side. One-on-one on Ross.
What a time to have to throw. The left-hander Carlson dumps it off, and it's a drop by John Stevens. A forward pass incomplete.
It was supposed to be a screen, but Sally Amua, number 97, really read the play well. I don't think the play would have gotten off.
Let's watch
Redding
again.
blocking the left guard, number 70. Watch Sally Amua. He spins, but he spins right into the screen. See him? He's right here.
How hard was that to catch?
Well, I think you threw the pass a little bit too soon, number 1.
If you hit him right in the hands, you could have caught it with a blindfold on.
Well, no, it's wet.
And that brings up 3rd down, and we know they won't be going back to the screen to John Stevens on this play.
No, but you got to pick up 20, and that's the tough part.
Here comes the rush. They get it thrown out of the safety valve is Stevens. He won't get to the 1st down, but he does hold on and gets back to 10 yards, lost on the penalty. Tell you, a guy who's doing a terrific job in this game is Pat Harlow, the left tackle. he's keeping Derek Thomas pretty much out of the game.
Well, Neil Smith was there, and the guy that did a great job that time was Carlson. Jeff Carlson gets the ball off to the outside to John Stevens. I mean, he was sacked, could have been sacked by Neil Smith. Neil Smith was all over him. Watch the presence of mind of Carlson. And you're absolutely right. Harlow has just got Derek Thomas outside. Now, he steps up Carlson. Look at Neil Smith has got him around the waist. He dumps the ball to Stevens, picks up the 10, and now they have to punt. Maybe.
There's Sean McCarthy in to punt once again. He punted 10 times last week. That is not an indication your team is a winner. J.J. Burton goes back because of the injury to Dale Carter. Nicely fair catches the ball. A 39-yard punt by McCarthy in the rain. 4:06 to play in the game. And the Chiefs, holding to a 7-point lead, will have the ball when we come back.
Why can't van doors swing open instead of slide? Why do minivans handle like trucks? Why can't they feel more like a car? This is what the engineers at Mazda wondered when they designed the MPV. Because when you ask better questions, you tend to come up with better answers.
Why does your door do that?
The MPV from the new Mazda.
It just feels right.
Enemy at the open.
If the communications data isn't programmed right, 5,000 troops could be cut off.
Enemy forces scattered.
But I'd never let that happen to my brigade.
Get an edge on life in the Army.
There's only one thing they're into as much as Domino's Pizza. Now, order Domino's and get your Domino's $25 million Nintendo Instant Win Game card with a chance to win thousands of free Super NES, Game Boy systems, Super Mario Kart games, plus savings on pizza and Coke Classic. Call Domino's. You can win Nintendo stuff. Wow! And try our new Domino's Twisty Bread, free with our unlimited topping medium, just $9.99.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Domino's. Call Domino's Pizza now and you'll be enjoying free Twisty Bread with our unlimited toppings pizza deal when the game is over.
With Paul McGuire, Don Crickey back at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The faithful hang in, and they've watched their Chiefs roll back under Marty Schottenheimer. As you look at the fumble count, 6 fumbles for the Chiefs. They've lost 4 of them. This is the team that's #1 on the NFL on the plus side and giveaway takeaway. They were plus 20 coming in. The Patriots were minus 12, and they were last in the league. Okoye has been the workhorse back all day long as he, on a slant run, brings the ball out across the 20-yard line, close to the 22. Okoye now with 26 carries in this game for 82 yards.
And tackled again by Vincent Brown. All I want is
you're not going to have that the way you're going.
Home field advantage.
You got to catch Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
A team tied with Kansas City for first place in the AFC West. The San Diego Chargers will be going for their 9th win in the last 10 games today, and heavily favored to get it when they go against Cincinnati at Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego.
And if the Patriots hold on this play here, they should call timeout. They have 3 of them and a 2-minute warning, which is 4.
Our run again on a 2nd down play and 7. Ball is advanced close to the 21-yard line, and they do call the timeout.
I mean, there's no sense of going in with timeouts in this game or any other game in the locker room.
So Coach Garnecchia can only wait and hope his team gets it back for another shot at the end zone.
Don't mind football if I'm not playing. Don't mind a tackle, ain't my bones paying. Don't fill me up with expectations. I got what I want, no imitations. Just give me what the doctor, just what the doctor orders. Just give me a Dr. Pepper, we want it. Just what the doctor orders. The teacher says water, we love it.
Christian Okoye just getting back to the sideline, went over to Barry Word, showed him his hands. Barry said, look, I haven't even warmed up in 3.5 hours. Don't even think about coming out of the ball game. Just stay there, son. I'll applaud for you. I'll just stay here. keep warm under this nice coat. Barry's cheering him on.
Final score in. The 49ers win again. They go to 12-2, winning at Minnesota 20-17. And Atlanta runs over Tampa Bay 35-7 final. A little bit too much lead on the throw for Kimball Anders, number 38. Dave Krieg took a hit after he released the ball. So that stops the clock, the incomplete pass. 3:08 to play in the game. Chiefs offense comes off, and the Patriots will get it back on a punt.
All right, Krieg is going out. I mean that. First of all, it's really not a hit. He's tried. They're both looking downfield. Craig saying, "Wait a minute, what are you hitting me for?" But they're both looking downfield at the ball, and really there was no intent there. That play I don't think got a call, though. That little play action deal, you know, with fourth and about 2.5 yards to go. Okoye just picked up 8.
Sullivan hits a high punt downfield. Stanley comes after it, fields it. This guy is bulletproof. He goes after it in the pouring rain, catches it on the dead run, and he gives the Patriots the ball on the Chiefs side of the field. Christmas Day, and NBC has a special holiday present for you. First at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, David Robinson and the San Antonio Spurs face the Los Angeles Clippers. Then in prime time at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it's a look back at some of the athletes who made the Barcelona Olympics so special. And Olympic Christmas, Barcelona memories, all capped off with Michael Jordan and the world champion Bulls taking on the team that pushed them to the limit in last season's playoffs, Patrick Ewing and the New York Knicks. That is all Christmas Day on NBC Sports. Here's a final score in from Pontiac, Michigan.
Detroit beats Cleveland 24-14. Boy, that's a hard loss, man.
Running straight ahead is the power back, John Stevens, who's been getting most of the carries in the second half in the absence of the injured Leonard Russell, who ran well for the Patriots, but went out with a rib injury.
Now the Patriots, they still have 2 timeouts, and remember, and also the 2-minute warning. So in essence, they have 3, and they're moving the ball. You don't have to get out of your offense. You have to worry about throwing the ball up in the air. Go ahead and go for it. You got in the backfield, you have Turner and Stevens, 2 big backs.
Stevens breaks into the secondary. He's to the 25-yard line with 2:15 to play.
And it's a blocking on the left side. You're talking again about Pat Harlow, Redding. They're on the left-hand side of this formation. Now the guys block back. You've got people pulling. Larry Williams, number 75, pulling, and then Stevens gets right up into the hole, picks up the first down, and now we got the 2-minute warning.
So 2 minutes to play, and the Patriots are still challenging to get back and tie the game.
While the fluid styling of the Mazda 929 may be timeless, the 929 personal lease offer is considerably shorter. Because now you can lease the 929, complete with dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, and European leather, for just $349 per month. So see your Mazda dealer today. Like all good things, this offer must soon come to an end.
Starting now, your photos have the power of television. Introducing the Kodak Photo CD.
You won't believe your heart. You won't believe your eyes.
Your pictures taken with your current film and camera, transferred onto a new kind of compact disc and shown on TV. The special photo CD player also plays audio CDs.
Your pictures have never been so powerful.
The new Kodak Photo CD system. You've got to see it.
Cold filtered. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
In the rain and snow, on the road again. I'm on the road again. On the road again. I'm on.
2 minutes to play in the game, and the New England Patriots challenging. They're down by 7 to Kansas City. The Patriots dilemma all season, Paul. They can't win at home, and they can't win on the road, and where else can you play? But Maybe they'll get a big play now and get back in this.
I think they have a very good chance. They have 2 timeouts to go. They're at the 2-minute warning. Just be patient. That's the most important thing. They've got to be patient because they're in a position to take this thing into overtime. Patience, patience.
The tough weather conditions, though, make it more and more difficult. Here's a penalty marker down at the snap of the ball.
Patience.
Patience followed very quickly by big play. And big play becomes bigger now as they go 1st and 15. Reggie Redding moved a bit early.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a position where you want to make any mistakes. Number 70 is Redding. He pulls too soon. Leonard Griffin, just as soon as he moved, he was right in behind him. I mean, but again, there's still 2 minutes to go in the ball game. You have 2 timeouts. You're only 31 yards away from the end zone. Field goal, as we know, does nothing for you. But you have a chance, and you don't have to start like throwing deep and doing dumb things. Be patient with this.
Here comes the rush. A bit behind the intended receiver was Scott Lockwood coming out of the backfield, or Kevin Turner coming out of the backfield. And Turner, who caught that touchdown pass before, they're looking at him as a target now.
Yeah, but he was open, too. The ball is thrown behind him. Look at this. He is open. But look how he has to turn. And when he does turn, Martin Bayless is there to make the play. If the ball was on target, it would have been caught. Maybe not for a first down, but they would have picked up about 10 or 12 on the play.
I tell you, Paul, you have to laud the play of Pat Harlow, the left tackle for the Patriots. He's taken 58. Watch him now. He's been taking Derek Thomas, one of the great pass rushers, out of the game.
And by himself.
This time they go the other way. John Stevens will run it. He gets some room, protects the ball, fights his way, and he's down inside the 25-yard line. And the game clock is down to 1:46 to play.
And the Patriots will take a timeout. You see, this is being patient. You had 2nd and 15. You're in a position, you know you're in 4-down territory. And then they just turned around and picked up about 6 or 7 yards on the play. That's good. You still have 2 downs to pick up 9 yards, and you still have a timeout. And you have a minute and 45 seconds on the clock.
So there's time to work with. They need a touchdown and an extra point to tie it up. The executive producer of NBC Sports is Terry O'Neill. The coordinating producer of NBC's football is John Paratzis. Today's game produced by Terry Ewert, directed by John Gilmartin, associate director Dick Ellis, production associate Molly Solomon, technical manager Mike Matthews, production manager Sally Hughes, technical director Jeff Court. We're coming to you from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It has been a tough day for the Chiefs. Heavily favored. They were behind 7-0 after the first play from scrimmage, and they had the ball. They fumbled it, and the Patriots scored, and now they've rallied back. Here's a high snap. Imminent disaster. Who's got the ball? If it's the Chiefs, it's over. Derek Chiefs have the ball.
The one time that Derek Thomas is there, and you cannot blame Pat Harlow for this. The ball was centered high. Now the question is, does he get the ball? Yes, he did. Derek Thomas ends up with the ball. I mean, you're in a position, and we saw it. Zolak had a snap over his head. Carlson early in the game when Zolak had the ball snapped over his head, and here you are again with Carlson now. Look at this. There's nothing he can do. Derek Thomas is getting around Harlow, but Harlow is still blocking. He would have taken Derek Thomas beyond the quarterback, but Derek Thomas hustling, gets to the football. This game is over with. The ball is up in the air. Nothing Carlson can do. There's Thomas, heads up. Harlow is there trying to block him. Gets a good heads-up play by the defense, and no chance for the quarterback.
Certainly wasn't Jeff Carlson's fault. Another game effort by the Patriots as they come close, but they'll go down to their 12th loss of the season against just 2 wins.
You don't even hand this baby off. You just take a knee and then force the New England Patriots to take their final timeout.
That's the super protection offense they have. Dave Krieg wisely downs the ball, and the Patriots call and are allotted their final timeout with 1:38 left to play. So all Donnie Skarnecki and the Patriots can hope for now is that somehow there's an errant snap and the ball comes free on the field. It probably won't happen.
I think one of the things talking to this team yesterday, and you know, when you look at the attitude, this team has not quit. Boy, and they've had every opportunity this year because all the things that have gone bad it could go bad, went bad for them. But this team never quit, and they were in this ball game. They fought their way back in this ball game. They were down by, what, 14 points with 10 minutes left to go. Scored, got back in the ball game. When they look at the films, they'll see good things for next year.
Marv Cook was saying last night, Paul, that every week you see a lot of good things, that there's just not enough of them that turn a game. But it changes fast. San Diego was 4-12 last year. They're going to be a playoff team, it appears right now. Buffalo was 2-14 consecutive years not that long ago. In '86, I think they were 2-14, and in '90 they were in the Super Bowl.
Well, I'll tell you what, I still think that the Kansas City Chiefs have some problems running the football. They have not solved that problem yet. I mean, this is a day that you're going to, it gives you a chance to work on you with your offensive line, Krieg. But what I've seen, pounding away at the line is not going to win football games for them going down the stretch. And they still have a major problem with this offensive line blocking.
And as the people point out, if you can't run it in the playoffs, you can't win. Your first playoff game will be your last one. You've got to run the ball to win in the playoffs.
Especially with this team, because this team depends so much on Krieg in the play-action situation. And the only thing that sets up play-action is running the football, because all play-action plays come off of running plays.
Tim Grunhard, who's graded out as the best offensive lineman for the Chiefs this year, the young center, he's been out with an injury, and the running game really stopped when he went out. Now we're going to check the Hager wrinkle-free cotton play of the game. Number 42 is Mincy at the lower left-hand portion of your screen.
He will come up, pick up the fumble.
There it is, a room service, 2 hops, and off he goes. Much like Tim Goad of the Patriots did earlier in the game at this same end of the field.
And the man who made the tackle was Lonnie Martz, number 51.
Knocked it free. So that's going to just about do it here as the game clock ticks away. The Patriots powerless to stop it. So after their long day getting here, they have another long trip back to Boston. And Coach Schottenheimer saw some things he has to like, particularly the tenacity of his team when they were way down, fighting their way back to take the lead.
Well, the problem is that there should be 3 seconds on the clock, and they got down to 1 second because there is going to be a penalty on this play because of delay of game. Now, but the Patriots are looking and say, wait a minute, this is 4th down. There should be 3 seconds on the clock. I think they'll change that, but what's happening is that Kansas City will take a snap. They will take a snap. They got to put it in play, and then the clock will start. But there should be more than 1 second on this clock, Rick. There should be 3.
Well, referee Nemmers is going to make sure that they have the right number up. And here he is to say,
set the game clock at 4 seconds,
okay,
please.
there you go.
3 more. That's good. Now what do the Kansas City Chiefs do? They snap the ball, because remember, if the play is blown dead, I would snap the ball and run around a little bit with it if you're going to do that.
Start running right back towards your end zone.
That's
Run
right.
out of your end zone.
Why not? And if you have to throw it out, go ahead and throw it out and take the safety, because it doesn't mean anything. They're sending the punter in, and I don't think they're going to let him punt. I would not let him punt the ball. I mean, this doesn't make it much sense to do this. Take the ball, run back towards the goal line, and throw it out of the end zone. Take the safety. The clock runs out. You win by 5.
Stranger things have happened.
They're all bunched in.
Patriots are coming with an 11-man rush. They have nobody back.
They may send this to McNair. They call
now
timeout.
Kansas City calls a timeout. Next for the Chiefs, a game against the Giants next Saturday. You'll see it here on NBC Sports. There is the special teams coach, Kurt Schottenheimer. Next for the Patriots, they go to Cincinnati.
You think the Chiefs want a timeout? There's let's see, 24 on the sidelines want timeout. Kurt Schottenheimer, he wants timeout.
Majority rule, they call a timeout.
And all the guys on the field call timeout, so we got a whole bunch of people. I mean, I don't understand. I would probably, I would put a disaster guy there. I'd never make this snap. I'm telling you, there's too many things can go wrong on this snap. And see, well, the thing about it is the Patriots have no one back. Now, I would put Stanley, at least have one guy back there. In case he does get it off, then you would, especially with Stanley, he can run.
Special thanks also to our NBC technicians who put up with some really tough conditions to do a great job covering this game. As the punt is hit downfield, that's the last play of the game. Our thanks to Don and Phil Wilsey and to Swede Malm here in the booth as the Chiefs, hard fought, come away with their 9th win of the season, and they'll have at least a share of first place in the AFC West, depending on the outcome of the San Diego-Cincinnati game. And even if San Diego wins, the Chiefs still have the lead from a tiebreaker standpoint. We'll be coming back to Arrowhead Stadium in a moment. 27-20 is the final.